Well, big welcome everyone, and welcome to one of our Christmas door wreath making demonstrations. You're also welcome. What's the weather like? Comment underneath, let us know where you're watching in from, and make us jealous if you happen to be watching from somewhere that's nice and exotic and warm. Here in Ireland, definitely in Dublin, the weather is absolutely shite, as we just say. If it's not raining, it's windy. If it's not windy, it's icy. If it's not icy, there's a little bit of snow. It has just been awful, the weather lately, and it's typical Irish. What I have here is three branches of eucalyptus. So this is something that you can cut from your own garden. And what I'm just going to do is just cut it into sprigs. Random sprigs there you can see. Just getting a couple of them. I could use that one, but I'm not going to bother. Sometimes I find if they're too strong, the branches, you know the way, they don't kind of sit nice, like into your door wreath. So again, cutting up the couple of sprigs. I'm not going to use that piece. That piece goes in the magic bin. And again, I'll get a few more pieces out there. So that's what I have got out of them 3 branches of eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is a foliage that we use quite a lot throughout the whole year, like not just at Christmas. So with our Module 1 students and probably Module 3 for the bridal floristry, we nearly organised to include eucalyptus as part of our delivery. Remember, when you do a course here at Kay's Flower School, we actually supply all the flowers and all the materials, and they all get delivered to you direct from Holland to your hall door. So when you're doing the course, it's not like you're kind of saying, oh, where will I get the greenery and where will I get the flowers and what about the oasis and what about the basket and the wires and the ribbons and the frog's legs and the containers and whatever else is that we include. We send out absolutely everything to the student, and I suppose that's what makes our courses so successful. And then people do wonder, because the course is online, they're saying, how does it work, like with feedback? How do you get help? How do you get support? And what happens when you have loads and loads of questions? So again, what we offer to our students is one-to-one mentoring. So we give them a special WhatsApp number that's only available to the students that are booked onto that particular program, and only to, again, it's not a WhatsApp group, it's a one-to-one. So it means then that you have that number, which brings you directly to your tutor. And any questions or any help that you need, all you have to do is text that number, voice message that number, or even send a video, and I will be able to respond back to you. I normally monitor it from 9 o'clock in the morning till 3:30 every day, Monday to Friday. And there'll be certain weekends that we work, and there'll be certain evenings that we work. That one's sticking up a little bit high, so I might just change the angle on that one. And it means then that we can work around everybody's time space, whether they're working, whether they have children, whether they're minding somebody else's kids or minding elderly parents. It doesn't matter what's happening. We will try and facilitate you so everybody gets that one-to-one mentoring. Now, people often wonder, but what's it like doing an online course? You can't really compare it to this here. This is just a demonstration. So I'm not going into detail of everything that I'm doing. I'll explain about the eucalyptus now in a second. I'm more or less just demonstrating. It's not necessarily a class as such. But when you're doing the online courses with us, we do go through them step by step and give you exact detail, and we come in close with the videos and we show you exactly what we're doing. So people often say, yeah, but what's it going to be like? So this is where we offer to anybody that's watching there, and no matter what part of the world that you're in, we will offer you a free sample online professional floristry course, a little trial course, a little sample course, okay? Just so that you can try it out in the comfort of your own home, see what it's like. Now, obviously, you won't get the flowers, you won't get the sundries, and we won't have the mentoring. But if you do have a problem, you can always drop us an email anyway. But just to give you an idea what it's actually like and how our classes are different to our demonstrations. So to go back to this wreath that I'm demonstrating here today, I started off with what we called a pre-made base. And the pre-made base could be something you could pick up in your local supermarket, or again, you could pick it up from a wholesaler's or a local flower shop or a garden centre. The wholesaler that I've used for this particular one is called Irish Green Guys, and they're actually based down in Kerry. And I have to say, the quality of their bases is just unbelievable. And every year we buy them from them. Like there recently, we would have our workshops, our Christmas workshops. And again, anytime we buy in pre-made bases, we buy them in from Irish Green Guys. Now for the foliage, like the eucalyptus there, you can buy that in from Irish Green Guys, but I actually bought it in from Wicklow Foliage Farm. So again, you know, a supplier who we know over the years, Stuart Williams with his beautiful wife and their lovely kids. They have been growing foliage, like his mum and dad has been growing the foliage for years and years and years. They supply our students and flower shops and florists all over Ireland, they do, and have been supplying them for years. And again, the quality of the foliage is great. So what I just did with them 3 branches of eucalyptus that I showed you there at the beginning was I cut it into sprigs and I literally just stuck it down in among the spruce. Now you probably say to yourself, well, how will that hold? How will it last? So these pre-made bases are made on a very thick metal frame. They're not on the normal kind of copper frames that we buy in flower shops. And they have clamps on them, like my fingers here. And there's a machine and it clamps it on really, really tight. So it means because they're so strong, you're able to stick the eucalyptus or the holly or whatever foliage you happen to be using in among the Christmas spruce, and it holds it in place. Now what I've just been doing there is just decorating it with a couple of pine cones. You can't beat the pine cones. And I've used 9 of them there, but you can use a lot less or a lot more. And what I've just done is divided them up into little groups there. 3 cones, 3 cones, 3 cones, just randomly throughout the door wreath. Also what I have then is a couple of the dried out oranges. And again, I have all of these wired. Now, if you actually go to our YouTube channel, probably a lot of you don't even realise we have a YouTube channel. Go to our YouTube channel and I have lots of like little mini close-up videos of me wiring these dried oranges, wiring the pine cones. And these little mini videos, I'm able to bring you in close and personal, which I can't do with a demonstration. And that's something that you're going to notice is so different to a class and a demonstration. Where with the classes, our video camera comes in close, zooms in, shows in detail exactly what we're doing, and then normally we demonstrate it from 2 or 3 different angles so that everybody can see exactly what the technique is. Well, with these demonstration classes, at the moment I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, and sometimes I'm on one of the other Facebook group pages as well. So we have 4 or 5 cameras all watching here at the same time. So we can't zoom in or come in close or moving around because it will upset all the rest of the cameras that are watching. So demonstrations, we can't show you the detail. It's more just kind of giving you an idea what it's actually like. But we do have free classes, as I said, where you can come in close, which you'll find on YouTube of me wiring these items here today. But also, if you'd like that sample trial course, a professional course, just to see what it's like. Now, this is what I've done so far. I've used 9 of them whole oranges. And again, I've done groups of 3, 3, 3 and 3. But you can use a lot less or a lot more. It's up to yourself. The next item I have here are a couple of the lotus pods or the lotus heads. I absolutely adore these. I just think they're gorgeous, you know what I mean, going through the wreaths. And again, you can put them in singly or you can put them in groups. What I'm probably going to do, to see what happened there with that wire bending up. So that's just where, when I was sticking the wire in, I actually hit one of the branches of the eucalyptus. And once the wire then gets bent, it just is that little bit more difficult to actually work with. Now you can just do what I did, pull it back out again, straighten the wire, you know, that way, and then went back in somewhere else. But sometimes it's good to see something go wrong. There, again, I'm hitting a branch there. It's to see something going wrong when I'm actually doing it. So then when you're doing it yourself, that you're not actually put off and you're saying, oh God, this isn't as easy as it looks like. All them wires don't go through as easy as the way Janette is actually demonstrating. Now you might think that I'm just sticking these wires down through the frame, but what's actually happening is the wire is coming out through the back there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. And what I'm doing with the wire is I'm bending it like into a U-bend or a horseshoe bend, and I'm sticking it back up into the frame. Because a lot of people, when they see me doing this and they see me just sticking the material in, they actually think that's all I'm doing is I'm just sticking it in. But you see this hand here that's hidden. This is called my gynecology hand, okay? Nobody sees it, and nobody sees what it's poking at or feeling around or in there. So this hand is underneath the wreath. It's meeting or connecting with all them wires that are coming through the other side. And basically what's happening is I'm making that little U-bend and I'm sticking it back up into the frame. Next of all here, I have some of these dried out orange slices or dehydrated orange or lemon slices. Now I have wired them in twos. You know, I've just put 2 slices together, and again, like here and there, in and out through the wreath, I'm just randomly putting a couple of little bunches. Now again, the scent of this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. And you can do them in ones, by the way. You can even do them in 3s. It depends on, I suppose, how economical you want to be. Now, when you go to buy any of these materials, so whether it be the orange slices or the lotus heads or the pine cones or the dried out oranges, you will be able to buy them from the likes of O'Neill's Flowers would be one suggestion. O'Neill's Flowers, they're in Carlingford, County Louth, and you can buy all of these items from their website. Make sure that you use our discount code, which is KAYSFS, stands for K's Flower School, and you get a 5% discount right across the board. For anybody that's in Dublin, you'll be able to buy all of this material from wholesaleflowers.ie. And again, if you use our discount code KAYSFS, you'll be able to get, I think it's either 5 or 10% discount across the board. You'll also be able to buy your greenery and your fresh flowers there as well. Now, just to show you so far, that's what it's turning out like. Now you can see I'm not putting an awful lot of thought and effort into making these wreaths. I'm talking away here and I'm just basically sticking the items in. And sometimes that is the best way to decorate the wreath. Don't think about it. Don't get caught up. Don't be kind of saying to yourself, oh, I put something on the right, I must put it on the left, okay? I don't believe in balancing it up at all. Do you remember at the beginning, even when I stuck the eucalyptus in, and I said, you're probably looking at it and saying, you probably should put more here or more there or whatever. I don't really overthink it. I just stick the eucalyptus in. I kind of hope for the best, you know, that way. And if I feel like afterwards that it needs an extra bit of something here and there, I'll definitely put it in. But in general, I find that it just works out for me. Now with these cinnamon sticks, I did these, I wired them individually, like in ones. And all I'm doing is a little bit of wire, rather than sticking it down to the frame, looking for ones that are wired already, is the little bit of wire that I left sticking out of each of the cinnamon sticks, I'm twisting the wire onto the branch of the spruce, okay? So just turning it around on the table there, as you can see, and I'm just twisting the wire. I have a load of them here that are not wired, so I might as well show you how I wired it. I got a 20 gauge wire, stuck the wire through one side until it came out through the other, and bent the 2 pieces of wire together. And then what I did was I wrapped one around the other. So I still had bits of wire sticking out. And then I just come to the branch of spruce, wrapped a bit of wire around the spruce, and again, that just secured the cinnamon stick in place. So there is a few more there. I always kind of try, if I can, just having a look here, is to have some of the material like wired up already. So then for the demonstration, it's not boring, like you're watching me wiring each thing individually. But for our professional courses, because we supply all the materials, now it's not going to be a Christmas wreath, but because we supply all the materials, you see everything being done from scratch. So even from your flower delivery coming from Holland, you'll see it from scratch exactly what we have to do to prepare it. Now I think I have enough cinnamon sticks in there. Again, that's just kind of giving you an idea. Now, each of the weeks, over the past few weeks, I've been demonstrating lots of different types of door wreaths, okay? And just kind of giving you a taste of, you know what I mean, what you can do or what they're like. And each of them has been different. Like sometimes I added in holly, sometimes I added a bit of bling. I even added in baubles some of the weeks. I'm not sure if you'll watch them classes, but they are all out there. Scroll down through our Facebook page and you will find them. And lots of them I put nice big bows on them as well. But today for this one, I'm just going to put 2 little skinny pieces of ribbon. I'm keeping it dead simple. Again, just wiring up 2 little strings of ribbon there. My hairband is falling off my head. And I'm just going to stick that down into the base, sticking the wire down through the spruce. And again, just letting the ribbons kind of flow down over the frame. As I said, I wanted it to kind of be very natural and very simple. Do you see with the simple ribbon coming down there? And then also what I want to do is I want to put a string on it for tying it up, or for the person to carry it home, or for hanging it on their door. Now you can use material ribbon like I'm using today, but you could also use the florist ribbon. Well, because I've kept everything very natural, I am going for the florist ribbon here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this fabric ribbon in around the base, but kind of hiding it. And you can see there, I'm tucking it in under the spruce, so you can't actually see it in the front. And I'm just bringing the two strings together, you see here. And then at the back, just bring it over the edge of the table so I can do it. I'm just going to tie a knot. I'm tying these two strings of ribbon together, double knot, tie the first knot, and now I'm going to tie the second knot. I'll show you now exactly. Just want to kind of hear at the back. So that's what the two ribbons look like. You see there at the back. So when I hand it to the customer, that's what I'm handing them. And it's really easy for them to actually carry. And then when they go home themselves, they could hook that around their doorknob, their door knocker, their door handle, whatever they want. They may even have one of them posh Christmas door wreath hangers on their door. You'll pick them up in Pennies and Dunnes and most of the walk around shops. And again, they can shorten that, they can tie a knot and cut off the little bits that's left. So there you go. There is a very simple door wreath. I would really appreciate if you would share this video. I didn't get a chance to actually do a giveaway tonight, so maybe I can add it in real fast and I'll announce the winners tomorrow. So anybody that shares our video and puts in the comments that they have shared it, I will know, by the way. I will pick randomly one of you that I'll actually give you a mini Christmas online program. I think I've about 6 or 7 different Christmas arrangements, mantelpiece arrangements, garland, candle arrangements, what else, novelty arrangements, 6 or 7 different designs. You can buy that course, but I'm going to give it to you completely free. Again, I'll randomly pick a winner. Just write shared if you've shared it. If you've shared it into a second group, write shared a second time, shared a third time, shared a fourth time. And the great thing about sharing the video, you'll always be able to go back and have a look at it yourself if you want to watch it on the replay. Tomorrow morning, I'll randomly pick one of your names there as a winner. So the best of luck. Thanks for joining in tonight, and I'll see you all very soon. So watch out for our next free demonstration class.